I'm Judy.
Standing on this rocky Maine coast, watching the lighthouse beams sweep across the water rhythmically, I can't help but reflect on the tumultuous journey that led me here. 6 months have passed since that fateful pre-wedding gala, and now, surrounded by 40 people I truly love, I feel a sense of peace I've never known before. It all started at a family dinner. I was sitting between Leo and Lily at a long, elegant table. Leo, in his worn shirt with a hint of sawdust on the collar, and Lily, my younger sister, all smiles and excitement. My parents, Mr. and Mrs. Thompson, were sitting at the head of the table, looking as proper as ever. Mr. Thompson was a successful businessman, always more concerned with appearances and social status, while Mrs. Thompson was a socialite who loved to show off her family's wealth. As we were finishing our meal, Mrs. Thompson announced that they had secured a reservation at the prestigious Ocean View Resort for Lily's wedding. It was a once-in-a-lifetime venue, and the cost was astronomical. When I asked how they were paying for it, Mrs. Thompson casually mentioned that they had accessed my trust fund, a sum of $48,000 left to me by my late grandfather. I was stunned. This trust fund was supposed to be my ticket to independence, a way for me to start my own life. And they had just taken it without my consent. Leo, ever the protector, immediately pointed out that what they had done was embezzlement. Mr. Thompson laughed it off, mocking Leo's working-class job and insinuating that I needed their support because Leo couldn't provide enough. Leo gave them 72 hours to return the money with interest, or else, he warned, Lily's wedding would turn into a disaster for the family's reputation. But Lily's fiancé, Ryan, scoffed at the idea, thinking Leo was bluffing. After the heated exchange, Leo and I retreated to the kitchen. I was shaking, feeling betrayed. Leo held me close, and I confided in him about all the times my parents had favored Lily over me. When I was in college, I had to work multiple jobs to pay for my tuition, while Lily got a brand new sports car. And when Lily got into credit card debt, I bailed her out because my parents said she was too fragile to handle it. When my mother came to the kitchen, demanding that I apologize and return to the table, I finally snapped. I told her it was theft, not a loan. She threatened to disown me if I didn't apologize by dessert. But I was done being the obedient daughter. The next day, I called the trust administrator. To my horror, they showed me a forged consent memo that claimed I had verbally agreed to transfer the money to Lily for her wedding. It was a well-planned scheme, with someone carefully moving the funds in increments to avoid detection. Ryan, trying to discredit me, called my boss and told her I was having a mental health crisis. But my boss, Ms. Harris, was understanding and assured me my job was safe. That night, I decided to fight back. I used my savings, money I had been saving for a house, to hire a forensic accountant, Mr. Green, and a family law attorney, Ms.
Reed.
They both confirmed that the consent memo was a forgery and that we had a strong case for fraud. However, my parents' attorney presented a text message from 5 years ago where I had told Lily, "What's mine is yours, sis," after a night out when she was heartbroken. Their lawyer argued that this showed a pattern of voluntary gifting, complicating our case. My parents then offered me a deal. If I attended Lily's pre-wedding gala and publicly blessed the wedding, they would consider it a family matter and not press charges. Feeling defeated, I agreed. On the day of the gala, as we were driving there, I noticed a change in Leo. He was wearing a suit that looked expensive, and he had a vintage watch on his wrist. When I asked him what was going on, he just told me to trust him and let them think they were winning. At the gala, Lily was in her element, thanking our parents for their generosity in front of 200 guests. Then, when she invited me to the stage to sign the waiver, Leo stepped forward. He calmly asked Lily to check her email. When she did, her face turned pale. The reservation at the Ocean View Resort had been canceled. Leo revealed that he was the CEO of Thompson Hospitality Group, a company that had recently acquired the Ocean View Resort. He showed the guests the forged trust memo and explained that what my parents had done was criminal fraud. Suddenly, the room was filled with shock and silence. Security guards appeared, and Ms. Reed, representing Leo's company, presented my parents with a choice: pay back the money immediately or face criminal charges. My parents were left with no choice. Mr. Thompson, his face red with anger and humiliation, had to transfer the money. Lily was left alone, her dream wedding in ruins. In the aftermath, I realized that I had been fighting for a place in a family that never truly wanted me. I was done with their games and their false sense of family. Now, standing here on the coast, about to marry Leo, I know that I found my real family among the people who truly love and support me. We've spent the past 6 months renovating the old Victorian house that Leo had bought. It was a broken-down mess at first, but like us, it had good bones. We've built a life together, free from the shadow of my toxic family. And every time I think about Lily, who now struggles to book hotels because she's blacklisted by Leo's company, or my parents, who have tried to reach out but I've ignored, I feel a sense of relief. I'm finally free.